Hello, I'm Charlie Shane. I'm a Washington State lawyer, which means that any discussions I give are in the context of Washington State law. However, this is something that I wanted to talk about that has really nothing to do with state law, and that's how to what's one of the greatest things you can do to help you as a person through a divorce or a custody action. Now, I will say that when I was younger, I went through a divorce. We didn't have any kids. I was only married for a couple of years, but and I knew it was the right thing to do to get a divorce, but it's still really hard. And I really struggled with that. And I remember those feelings. And so when I have clients who have been married for years and years and years and have children and their lives have been intertwined and they're getting a divorce, I can't even imagine what that's like. It's probably like a little bit like how I felt, but amplified 100 times. So the best thing you can do is get a therapist that works for you. Get a therapist early, get as much therapy as you need, find a therapeutic style that works for you, but do it. And I don't care if it's a so-called amicable divorce. It's going to mentally tax you and put you to the test. And in this particular instance, you should get a therapist. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, some people might think maybe this is going to harm my custody case. Maybe it's going to be a problem. No, it's not going to be a problem. If anything, it just shows that you are healthy and you're taking care of any issues that you might have to help your kids. One thing people bring up a lot is, well, my spouse takes antidepressants, or so, I should be the one who has custody of the kids. That's not how a court looks at it. It looks at it, they've addressed their mental health issues, and as long as they're addressed and they're not posing a problem to the kids, the court's generally not going to care. So that doesn't give you a big advantage. And if you are getting that type of help, you don't really need to worry as much about it, as long as it's being treated and it's not posing risk to your kids. So anyways, take care of yourself in a divorce or custody battle. It's going to it will attack your mental health, guaranteed, and it's a normal thing. So don't feel bad about yourself. And even if you don't necessarily feel that way, get therapy anyways. I can't recommend it enough. All right. I hope this was helpful. Until next time.